Hey guys, it's Margaret with Sassy Southern Shopper Mom. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you 6 ways to help avoid homeschool burnout. This video is part of the open collaboration for the Homeschool Show and Tell, which is hosted by Abby from Rooted and Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. I am going to put the playlist for these videos up here in my iCards, and I will also link it down below in my description box. But I'm going to be sharing my 6 tips to avoid homeschool burnout. So homeschool burnout isn't just about the mom being burned out. It can be about the kids being burned out too. So I have incorporated some things in here that is going to benefit both mom and kids, or whoever's homeschooling, dad, or whomever. But for us, it's mom is the main homeschooler. So for me, it's my burnout and my kids' burnout. So I've incorporated stuff that will benefit both of us and not just one person individually. But I also want to say thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching these homeschool collaboration videos from the Homeschool Show and Tell. I hope that they bring you inspiration, that they encourage you, and they give you some different insight and help you out in your homeschool as well. I also do videos that range from coupons, hauls, and deals, cooking, cleaning, and kind of anything I encounter in my day-to-day life as a mom. If any of that does interest you, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But let us go ahead and jump into these 5 tips. Okay, so tip number 1 is lessen the load a little bit. Cut back on what you're teaching. It's okay if you normally teach 4 subjects every day just to teach 2. It's okay to do that. They're still learning. You're still giving them the material. It's okay. It's okay if you don't finish that material that you bought or the material that you planned for the year. It's okay if you don't finish it before the end of the school year. That's the beauty of homeschooling. Next year, you just pick right up where you left off. So just lessen the load a little bit. I'll give you an example. We felt a little burned out in December. We had a lot going on in our family, and it was just a little too much going on. We had Christmas break and all that stuff, so we actually took a whole month off from school from December to January. In between there, we took an entire month off from school. I lessened the load. We had plans for the 100th day of school to be in January. Oh wow, plans change. We lessened the load. We did 2 subjects for 3 days that week and nothing else for the first week back from our Christmas break. We lessened the load. She enjoyed it. We did a lot of like review stuff where I just read to her the material we did in December just to refresh her memory. It was okay. It worked out great. She has bounced right back into our full week this week and been amazing. So just lessen the load a little bit. Sometimes that will help with a little bit of the burnout for mom or whoever's teaching and for the kiddos. Number 2 is take some time off. Take a day off. Take a few days off. Take a week off. Now, if you just took like a whole month off, you probably don't want to go take a whole week off. So take a few days off. Sit down with the kids and say, hey, we're only going to do schoolwork twice this week. Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll have the rest of the week off. Or Tuesday and Thursday. But next week, we are going to pick up more stuff. So just know that it's okay. If you're really burned out and stressed out and your kids are really burned out and stressed out, it's okay for the both of you to take time off. Again, it's the beauty of homeschooling. Alright guys, so number 3 is my favorite. My favorite. Sit down and ask your kids, what is working for you? What is stressing you out? What is making you not want to do your work? What is bothering you about homeschooling? Is there something we can change? Maybe they don't like the curriculum. That's why they feel burned out and they don't want to do their work, or they're not interested in doing their work. Maybe it's not interesting to them. Maybe it's not what they want to learn. Maybe change things up a little bit. by asking that question. You can then focus on something that they might be really interested in at this time, and it might get their love for learning to stay strong, because the whole point of homeschooling for me is to increase my child's love for learning. I want my kids to be lifelong learners. I am a lifelong learner. You know, I'm always learning something or reading something and learning about something, or in a class, or, you know, so I have never not really been a long time without being in school myself and learning something. And I love to learn stuff, y'all. So ask them, what do you want to learn? Is the subject working for you? So just kind of get your kids' feel as to what's working for them and what's not working for them, and see if that's the source or the root of them feeling burned out. So again, number 3 is my all-time favorite. Ask your kids what's working for them. Number 4 is to have some field trips. Maybe take a week off from textbook learning or paper learning, whatever, however you do it, and just take a week of field trips. Get outside and learn stuff from outside. Go to the aquarium, read all the stuff about fish, go to a museum, take nature walk, look for birds, different trees. Do it inconspicuously, and they don't even know they're learning. They're out having fun. So do field trips. Even if you don't want to do like a whole week of them, start incorporating field trips into your week, or every other week a field trip or some type of outing. But incorporate field trips, make things fun again. Number 5 is also my second runner-up for my favorite. And it is location, 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 guys. Sometimes just changing up where you're teaching your stuff can help you and your kids. If you always say you always teach inside, at the kitchen table, throw a big blanket in the yard. Take your lessons outside. Sunlight, it's needed for your function of your body. It boosts your mood. It helps with your overall health and immune system to get sunlight every day. So just go outside. Do a lesson or 2 every day outside. Change things up. Another thing for location is go somewhere and do a group lesson. Maybe where you're not teaching the lesson and someone else is, and you take turns with some other homeschool moms and friends. So location, location, location is so important, because sometimes just changing up where you do your lessons at makes a huge difference in how you feel and how your kids feel, and whether you feel burned out or not. And my final tip, which has been a tip in some of my other video, or one of my other videos before, is get enough rest. If I'm tired and my daughter's tired, I know right off the bat from the start of the day it's gonna be a rough homeschool day. She's not gonna want to do her work, or I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm so tired, I'll let her play extra, or I'm so tired, I'll let her do this, but then it'd be later in the day and I'd be like, oh my gosh, we really need to finish our school lessons up. And then she gets stressed out because she had plans to go outside and go to a friend's house, or whatever the case may be, or watch TV, or color, or draw, play, or whatever. Just make sure that you're getting enough rest. I know I personally need a good 8 hours of sleep. I have always been that way, and when I don't get it, I don't feel good. Like, I literally do not feel good. So my body just needs it, and I know I need it, and when I stay up late, I pay for it the next day. So get enough rest for you. Make sure your kids get enough rest. Sometimes just getting a couple extra hours of sleep can make a huge difference on whether you feel burned out with homeschool and whether your kids feel burned out. Alright guys, I hope that these 6 tips to help prevent homeschool burnout inspired you, or maybe you learned a tip that you might implement in your homeschool. I also want to say thank you to Abby and Jessica for hosting this homeschool show and tell. I love how all these videos have shown how different homeschool is, and there is no one right or wrong way to homeschool, and I am thoroughly enjoying these videos, and I hope you are too. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye!
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head. From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am, it's like I'm wasted.